After much consideration, I decided to chop my feet off lol.
Hey guys，歡迎大家嚟到我嘅第一個 vlog 啊！今日咧就帶大家一齊同我入醫院做手術。其實咧我係年頭嘅時候入醫院噶啦。大家係咪好想知道究竟我整容要整邊個位呢？我知你想講咩啊？冇嘥錢啊嘛！咁而家咧就 on my way 去復診。對上一次其實好似都2年前咯。一到醫院呢，就先去照一照張 X 光先 ，update 翻隻腳嘅情況，跟住就去咗見醫生啦。咁就大家再傾一傾個手術啦，有啲 Q&A 咁樣，其實都冇乜特別。我準備瞓覺啦。喺我瞓覺之前，同大家分享下我而家嘅心情。其實我都唔係好緊張，因為我想做呢個手術好耐啦，而我終於喺我人生第23個年頭，終於都做呢個手術啦。我唯一驚個位係打麻醉嘅時候，因為我好驚打針，希望唔會好痛，希望同抽血差唔多。希望我會恢復得好好啦，效果會好好啦。然後就係終於可以同你 say 拜拜啦，腳趾，拜拜，一路好走，係啦，就係咁啦。聽朝再見啦，我有少少眼瞓，拜拜。You're probably wondering, wait, surgery? Is it really that bad? You seem pretty normal. Well, let me do a little bit of explanation. Genetics. I have bunions since I was really young, started at the age of 10 maybe. It was very mild at first and it got worse as I grew up. Here's a picture of my bunions. What you're seeing here is entirely genetics, because I rarely wear heels unless I have to, usually when I perform on stage, and I never dip a leg. The biggest reason is that my bunions really affect my daily life, and I don't just mean by the limited choices of shoes, which is very common among patients, but I'm okay with it. Like, I kind of get used to it because I wear white trainers all the time and they goes well with most of my outfits, so I'm all good. But of course, the part where the bone sticks out, as you can see right here, is always red and swollen, and sometimes it gets really painful and may even bleed when I wear tighter shoes. The core problem is my poor mobility. I used to be quite sporty. I play basketball and track and field, but eventually stopped doing both because I kept spraining my ankle, which is one of the side effects of bunions because the pressure point of your foot is not distributed evenly. My best record is getting my ankle sprained for 4 times a year. So you can imagine, once I healed, I got hurt again and it keeps repeating. And my balance is very bad as well. I can trip myself very easily, even on a flat ground. Here comes the most torturing part. Muscle pain. I lived most of my life with it. When I was young, it happened so frequently that my mom took me to the doctor to find out why. And all the doctor assured me that it would eventually go away after puberty, which never happened. So I often wake up to the pain in the middle of the night, and 9 times out of 10, it happened late at night, and it becomes a routine. I get into a super hot shower and try to ease the pain. Doesn't work every time, and then I would put on this and this, in a hot water bottle. After all these years, you might think, I must have got used to it somehow, right? Never did. Some days, the pain is so unbearable, I would cry. I would still cry because you're just so frustrated and you just stay up all night because the pain is still there and you're wondering why you have to go through all these. It's complete nightmare. Traveling with these legs never end well. One time I went to Korea with my best friends. We were there like 7 or 8 days. And you know, it's our first time out of the country. We're so excited. There's so many places that we can visit, and so we walked around a lot. By the end of this trip, I felt like thousands of needles poking through my legs with every step I take. And of course, I sprained my ankle again. The last few years have been especially challenging for me, even though I barely exercise anymore. The muscle pain never ever goes away. Some days my legs just decided to quit and I step out of the house for just half an hour and my muscles already start to sore, which is so frustrating because it simply ruins the rest of the day. So yeah, that's my sub story and my personal experience with bunion. If you're experiencing the same, feel free to comment below and share your experience with us.
"2,000 years later."
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop.
因為啲人生仔都咁靚。我有一次喺豐原我食車嗰度啲止痛。咁琴日咧就我凌晨5點半入到醫院啦，因為我8點鐘咧手術，咁我唔係好想喺醫院瞓一晚，因為冇純粹唔係幾咁中意咯，咁有一揀梗係瞓屋企啦，跟住冇啊，跟住做好晒所有準備啦，咁8點鐘開始做手術，其實手術3個鐘嘅，咁我 turn out 好似到 within 3個鐘我已經出咗嚟，咁其實都幾快，因為我知道有其他 case 係有時候有啲 complication 咧，佢哋可以做4個半鐘啊嗰啲咁樣，咁其實我3個鐘已經出咗嚟，咁就我自己就好驚打針，跟住本身開頭咧佢幫我打痘嘅時候，我係超級驚咯。打痘咧，即係打手背，而有啲似偷血咁樣咯，搣一搣你咁樣，我又唔係好夠膽睇，跟住係我 feel 到好似有啲液體流咗我隻手背嗰度。其實我唔知係我自己我嘅幻覺定係點啦。咁但係跟住我 feel 到有啲液體，跟住我望住天花板個燈，咁慢慢覺得越嚟越暈，跟住我係 feel 到應該係打緊麻醉藥，跟住我下一秒再有翻意識嘅時候，已經係做完手術。但係咧，我係直情唔記得咗自己做緊手術咯。姑娘拍醒我嘅時候咧，我係有啲嬲，因為我覺得邊個做醒我瞓覺？但我又好好彩喎，我又冇覺得話好想嘔啊、好反胃嗰啲，我完全冇。
受好多啦。咁但係係咯，今日個感覺 stable 好多咯，痛都仲有啲痛，不過其實係忍受到嘅痛。咁就整體嚟講個狀態都好過琴日。琴晚我差唔多11點幾瞓覺，但係點解我咁早瞓覺咧？其實我平時2-3點先瞓覺。喺我上緊嘅時候，姑娘入嚟，跟住佢就話瞓覺啦喎，好唔好啊？跟住冇計，唯有瞓覺。本身姑娘有俾一安眠藥我食嘅，但係我就想試下睇下唔食可唔可以瞓到。咁結果都瞓得幾好，我瞓到5點半，跟住醒咗一醒，跟住又瞓翻。因為我戴住耳塞瞓覺，所以其實我即係我基本上你都聽唔到。跟住8點9嘅時候咧，係我突然間 feel 到有啲嘢唔對路，嗰日嚇醒。其實因為我擘大眼，你見到兩個人企喺度，我都同埋個護士企咗喺我床隔離。跟住醫生話：哎呀9點啦，起身啦！跟住我又被逼起咗身，跟住當中就教我做咗3套要忍痛都要做嘅運動。係我每半個鐘都要做一次，就係令到個子宮嗰個柔軟度可以好啲。啲腳趾毛好似冇咁腫，有一個形狀好似正常啲。其實我到而家都唔知自己隻腳係整成點，因為包晒紗布，未見過我哋除紗布。
Disclaimer: I am not a professional, and all the information that I'm going to talk about later is based on my research online and other patients' experience. To avoid confusion, let's call the non-bone breaking method as method A, and other traditional surgery type in general as method B. Well, because of an obvious reason. It's non-bone breaking, which means this is going to be the least invasive surgical method. While method B in general, they correct bunions by cutting some parts of the bones, putting them in the right place, and then inserting screws to hold them together. However, this method will create a larger wound surface, which means there will be a high risk of impaired healing. Also, the alteration of bone structure is irreversible, so if the surgery fails, I believe there will be fewer repercussions with method A. And I also believe that the functionality of an altered bone structure is lower than a natural one. Although there is risk of relapse for both surgical method, there is a lower chance of relapsing with method A, while there is a 70% chance of relapsing for certain type of traditional surgical method, as it only treats the symptoms but not the disease. One more thing I find worth mentioning is that you might find doctors that perform the traditional type surgery don't advise patients to wear heels after healing to lower the chances of relapsing. But with method A, you can wear whatever type of shoes you want.
One last thing, the most important thing. I didn't have any insurance coverage for this surgery.
Now, left one kidney.
ate so much I think the girl next to my bed want to kill me.
So please whatever.